All right. Hello, good morning. Let's see. Oh, YouTube. CodeSandbox. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I am doing good today. Feeling good. We had a soft launch yesterday. And so we started to unify our, god damn it, I have to fix these freaking links. So we started to unify the product, which is really nice. So if you go to CodeSandbox.io dashboard, it is introducing a unified CodeSandbox experience. So it's unavoidable to have some confusion, especially for people who try projects. But now we have basically repositories and sandboxes. And what's really cool is that when you go to create, we now have a new type of sandbox called cloud sandboxes, which are in beta. And those are running on our new infrastructure. So if I go to view here, and it forks view, and it's actually like, it's crazy how fast it is. It's really cool. So here we have view, and it's running on the micro VM and all the things. Really cool. I also fixed the OT stuff, just waiting for a response from Jasper on this. And what we are going to do today is actually work on seamless branching. Finally, I looked through some code yesterday about tasks and restarting tasks, but that's going to take more time than I thought. I really need to take a deep dive and understand how tasks work. Alex, one of my colleagues, has done an amazing job with tasks. He just took on the whole thing on his own a bit. It was one of those clear moments of pure intuition that this was a good thing, and he just did it, which is so cool. It has had a huge impact on how everything really works. Oh, file permission error. Anyways, but it's complicated, and I'm a little bit unsure where we should fix the restart thing. So we are rather going to work on seamless branching, because that's more product related, and it's going to have a bigger impact and more fun to demo if we can make something work. And I have a plan. So let's see where we're at first. We don't need this. All right. So we need to activate seamless branching first, and there's a button for that. So what should happen now is that when I now go to the main branch, you saw that it had that branching animation when I clicked branch, but now, let's see, it's still active, right? Oh, no, I have to click it again. So when I click branch now, okay, shouldn't have done that. Why didn't it work? That's interesting. Wait a minute. I'm on... Wait, what just happened? No, wait, what did I do? I did here, I have to go here. There we go. And then I turn on seamless branching. Okay, if I refresh, is it still on? Yeah, and then, oh, sorry. Yeah, I wasn't using the actual preview. It's the inception thing. We actually talked about this. We need to change the coloring on stream, like the icon and the coloring, so that we understand which version are we on. Are we in production or are we on stream? It's really tricky. Okay. A little bit unsure why it doesn't stay active. But anyways, what's happening here? What's this loading thing? What's happening? There we go. Weird. Super weird. I thought that was going to save itself. Anyways, so when I click branch now, it should be like, yeah, you see that? Nothing is happening in the UI. And now we're on that new branch. So what we're going to do is we're going to automate this. So I don't actually have to click the branch button. I just have to do some interaction that requires that branch to happen. So for example, changing code or anything like that. And the way we're going to try to approach this is that we're going to implement a new event emitter for Picture Client that allows us to listen to requests. And then we're going to identify certain requests, and we're going to tell Picture Client to wait for connection change before sending that request. And in theory, when that connection change happens, it should just work. So let's see what we can do about this. So let's have a terminal here so we can build Picture Client. So Picture Message Handler already has something called change connection. I think. Oh, it doesn't. Does this have change connection? It doesn't. Oh, update connection, sorry. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. This message handler on message. Yes, so we're going to introduce an on request. And then we are going to have a method for like flush pending requests. Yes, so that's what we're going to do. A new event emitter for on request. We're going to create an object that allows you to look at the request that is about to be sent and call a method on it if you want to wait for a connection change. And then we're basically just going to put those requests in a queue or in a list. And then when this update connection happens, we are going to flush that. We're going to change the connection and flush the queue. Now the thing is, I don't know if we actually have a state for doing the reconnect or like changing the connection. Yeah, we do await it. So picture client itself doesn't hold a state for this, but we have this promise that can help us. So we need to know if we are actually changing connection or not, because we probably get multiple requests, and we only want to change the connection once, and the others should just be put in a queue. So let's see how we'll do that. But okay, first we need to implement picture message handler. So these are pending messages. That means that they have also been queued messages. Let's just call it that for now. And I don't think that needs to be. How does this work now? So when we request pending messages, set ID. Okay, so I think this can actually be an array of pending picture message actually. Oops. Await connection change queue. I think we should be very explicit. So yeah, and then we're going to have a new message emitter, request emitter on request, this request emitter, and this is going to send this type request event. So that would be message would be request. T extends request. Okay, let's do the same here. Request T, and wait connection change would be just a function that you call. It doesn't do anything. So we'll have a new emitter for request event, and then T would be yeah, okay. We could say picture request. Yeah, we can just say picture request. So message would be a picture request. Well, would it be the actual pending message? Request. No, it would be the request. So it would be picture request. Okay, so request. That's better. So we have a request event. And what we're going to do here is we're basically we're going to create the message. And then we're going to say this awaiting connection change queue. Request emitter fire, and we're going to add the request there, and then we're going to say wait connection change. We're just going to say await connection change is false, and then if that is being called synchronously, that will be set to true. Why are you complaining? I never used. So if await connection change. We're going to put it in the queue. If not, we're going to set it as a pending message. Oh wait, doesn't this actually send it? No. Where does it actually send it? Oh, no, here we send it. Okay, sorry. How should we do this? Yeah, wait. We're implementing it in the wrong place. It shouldn't be here. This should actually be in the other place. So let's remove this stuff. This should just create this should just create a message because this is pending regardless. So it should rather be here. So this is a yeah, we need a request event. So, why are you complaining? Pending picture message. What does it take? Picture request, picture. So we'll just say picture request, picture response. We don't care which one it is. Okay, so we're going to rather do it down here. So this is the request. And what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing. Awaiting connection change is false. And we're going to say this didn't I add the on request? Oh, fuck, I added it to the wrong thing. That should be here. This request emitter fire, and we'll say the request is the actual original picture request, and then we say wait connection change again. Await connection change equals true, and then only if we don't wait the connection change, we'll send it immediately, or we're going to add it to push push the request. Goddamn. Yeah, we can say request.message. Oh, interesting. So the message here is. Oh, interesting. Well, let's hold on to the request. Ugh. No, let's Let's hold on to the message. That simplifies it. Awaiting, so we can just say uint 8 array. Oops, let. So we'll just push the message there. Because what we're doing here, we're returning the promise of the message, and that will mean it just stays in a pending state until we actually send it and Pitcher sends a response. Now the thing is, we have a timeout for these messages, which is 90. Oh yeah, 90 seconds. That's more than enough to do the branching. And you can argue like every single request will produce this function. You could argue that we, because we don't always want this. We only want this in a specific scenario. So we could request with yeah, this is, I think this should be optimized. So you could flip it around. You could rather say for every request that needs to await a connection change, you rather put it on the request. So wherever we call make a request, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm going to just do this for now, and I'm going to comment it. We should avoid doing this when not necessary. Like, we only need this logic when you're in like a protected or read-only branch. We don't need it. But Pitcher Client knows if it's protected or read-only. Pitcher Client should check authorization. Yeah, so it never fires the request emitter. Yeah, I have to think about that. Let's just check authorization and only emit this event on protected read-only branches. And what's even more tricky is like on a protected branch, you still have write access. So like opening a terminal should not move you to a new branch, but changing code should. Or creating a file or deleting a file or whatever, that should move you to a new branch, but not opening a terminal. But if you're on read only, then opening a new terminal should move you to a new branch. So this is going to be confusing, and we need more concepts to explain this well to the user. throw away optimize. Just keep. Yeah, well, this is not really. It might be better to just flip it, so we do not try to detect based on dirty. You can have a state where the document is the same state. But yeah, it is really tricky because no matter what we do, you can have an incoming save where you have put the document back into its last saved state. Because no matter what we do while the FS event is being produced, you put the document back in its last saved state. The document is not dirty anymore. The document is not dirty anymore. No revision changes from the perspective of the FS event. Only way is really what you said. How long since you last edited? But then there can be scenarios where we should have created an FS diff, but because we kind of flipped the problem. Now a git reset might not update the document because because you made a recent change putting the document into because of a recent change that happened to put the document back into its undirty state. But we can now get rid of it now. But that is arguably even less of an edge case. And what we have now. Yeah, I'm curious about VS Code, but yeah, it is really tricky because no matter what we do while the FS is being read, you can, because no matter what we do, because no matter what we do, comma, you can, yeah, sorry. No matter what we do, you can put the document back in the last save state while the FS event is being produced. The document is not dirty anymore. No revision changes from the preset of the FS event. The only way how long since you last said that? But we kind of flipped the problem. Now a git reset might not update the document because you made a recent change that happened to put the document back into its well, that doesn't matter. Because it happened too close to an edit. That is just better. Oh, wait. Even more. Yeah, so if a git reset happens, or no, VS Code, because that save likely happens very close to the last edit as opposed to git reset. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we have, I don't know if I've had him on the stream, Gianmarco. We're working with Gianmarco. How long is it? I can't even remember. It's his last day. CodeSandbox. That's how it is. Like we're an exciting startup. We're hiring a lot of awesome people. But awesome people are hungry and wanted in the market. So so people of course leave and do other things. But what I'm really proud of at CodeSandbox is that even though it can hurt a bit sometimes, because we're very we really try to take care of each other and encourage each other and make the best possible work environment. And we have really good values, like human values in the company. And sometimes it hurts a little bit when someone leaves, because we really try to make something great. But at the same time, it's so completely understandable that people leave as well. I try to think about it this way. I think about the whole startup ecosystem, especially within like tech and web and stuff, is that we're like one big family. We're just lending, like people are just moving around between companies, just like people move around between teams. And we're all trying to make the web better and trying to move the world forward. And sometimes your motivation is higher at one company than the other company, and that's just the way it is. But yeah, I'm going to miss Gianmarco. We had like a little brother, big brother kind of relationship. I'm not sure who's the big brother and who's the little brother, but we had that kind of relationship, poking at each other and we have had a lot of laughs together. So yeah, I'll miss him. Yeah, I'll have to respond to him later. Cool. Let's get on with it. What were we doing? Why the hell did I get distracted? Oh yeah, I was talking to Jasper. Yeah, he approved the PR. We should really merge that and test it, but we should try this first. I'm excited to see if it works. Anyways, so we need to fix that. But now we have a way to queue. And then when we update the connection, we basically just send it. We go through this await the connection change queue for each. We'll just send the message. And then we will say this await the length is 0. This is it. Now we should be able to go into, let's build it. pm build. Can argue VS Code saves. Should not produce. Should not produce. Or no. VS Code saves. Should never produce a diff, anyways. Yeah. So we could state that because of so we could state that the way we produce fs diff operations is when there has not been an edit done for the way we produce fs diff operation is when there has not been an edit done for 1, 2, 3 seconds. That should so we could just tie OT diff fs diff operations to fs events happening 1, 2, 3 seconds after an fs event. So we could just tie fs diff operations to fs events happening 1, 2, like 3 seconds after the last edit. We could just tie fs diff operations to fs happening like 2 seconds after the last edit, and the document is not dirty. So we could just tie the fs diff operations to fs events happening like 2 seconds after last edit, and the document is not dirty. In practical terms, the only way git reset, so I could create a or other unrelated to operation or unrelated rights. In practical terms, the only way a git reset or other unrelated rights could create an operation is if the document has not been edited for 2 seconds. So we could just tie fsdiff operations to fs events happening like 2 seconds after the last edit, and the document is not dirty. Basically, this means that we always expect to get, but that means that we expect to, no, it won't. Like I'm struggling with this. So yeah, so that means basically this means that the 2 seconds, that within 2 seconds we guarantee that any save to a document, this means that within 2 seconds fuck, basically these 2 seconds guarantee that okay, so what can happen is like you type and then you don't type anything and you wait for 2 seconds and then you save. What happens then? Then it's the same thing, right? It doesn't matter. You would get the same problem. Yeah, you will get the same problem. Yeah. Yeah, that is a good idea. The thing with VS Code is that I want to see if we produce any operations while saving, and if they hit picture before the FS event. I will create but I will create a havoc of scripted writes VS Code browser. Okay, goddamn it! I'm so. Okay, did we build it? Let's see if we can get this running. Where are we? Where should we do? We should do this in the feature that deals with the seamless branching. And I think we're doing it here. Seamless. No, we're not, aren't we? Didn't we have seamless here? Where did you do the seamless stuff, Alex? Switch branch seamless. Oh, it's in the container. Changing connection, change instance. Okay, so this is where we need to do it. Changing connection. So what? Let's see. So what actually? Changing connection. Yeah, so we have change connection, and then we give it a new branch. Where do we dispatch that? So that's in the project editor. Oh, that's on branch create success. God damn it. So the thing is, the logic is currently connected to creating a branch. On branch creates. Oh wait, it's part of use fork. Oh, but now we are going to. Damn it. Okay, branch management provider. That's pretty high up in the tree. So I think we can actually use. I think we can use fork inside the. Like we need some place we need to listen to the requests, and then we need to use fork because that is going to change the connection. Yes. The question is, where are we going to implement that? And I guess we can do it in the. Well, we have to do it. This is branch management. Okay, we could do it in the workspace, maybe. So in the workspace feature, we'll use the fork hook, and we listen to a request. And as soon as we get a request, we're going to use the fork to produce a fork, and then yeah, and we could even create like our own hook for this. Yeah, maybe we should just do that. We can create a hook called use seamless branching. Yeah, and it can be branch management. So we have a new hook. Let's just call it use seamless branching. Yeah, and the funny thing is that this is, of course, export cons use seamless branching. We shouldn't call it this because it's also going to be used with sandboxes, but we'll do it for branching first, and then we'll see how this fits in with the. And being patient with me complaining to you about. Oh, okay. I have to answer. Let's see. So fork, use fork. And the thing is, should this be I'm just wondering if what should this thing return? It could return the state of the of actually applying the of the seamless branch. Let's see, project editor. So we just changed the connection. Did I? Container feature. So here we changed the instance. Yeah. Where do we actually... Yeah, I think all of this happens in change instance. Like we have this intermediate abstraction. We're going to remove this at some point, but yeah. So I think I'm just going to rely on... It's a little bit weird that I want to put everything into a hook, like the forking, like listening to the messages, triggering the fork, keeping a state of that branching. But you could argue this shouldn't really return anything. It doesn't really... That's a tricky thing. It doesn't really... Like, where should we use this? What's my username on Twitter? Alfoni stream. I was just... We have this issue with Like we use Turbo monorepo and GQL. And yesterday I was like complaining a bunch about both. And Gianmarco, he's being quite responsible for that. And I was just bitching to him all the time. And I know how it feels when you introduce something to the team and it's not working. It doesn't feel good. But like it's always with the best intentions, and that doesn't help having a colleague bitching about it. But yeah, let's figure out where we want this thing to work. Use seamless branching. Like now I'm overdoing it. We should just put it somewhere. Maybe we should just put it in the workspace. That's kind of where we just put everything. But someone has to consume use seamless branching. That's the thing. Maybe we should just put it into the fork. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want to do, isn't it? Where am I? Branch management, use fork. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. We just want to implement it in the existing fork hook, because it's kind of an automatic fork. And then it will actually trigger this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we should try to do that. Cool. So instead of this use seamless branching, let's delete that again. And let's just do it in the fork. So we are going to use picture here. Or use do we have a use picture client now? Yeah. And we should use an effect. Picture. Where is it? Is it on the... where the hell is it? Do I give access to it even? Git host response. No, okay, we need to fix that. We're not actually exposing this listener. Let's see, picture client. So somewhere here we need to expose. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm using picture client. I shouldn't use picture client. I should just use picture. So that would mean we say picture. Yeah, if yeah, this is a bit tricky. God damn it. Does this actually update when picture context? Yeah, this is just how should we do this? Okay, so I kind of know that picture is initialized there. The question is like, where should we expose this event emitter? We should really expose it on the picture. The problem is that if we're not connected here, when this hook runs, it will mean that Yeah, we just have the client. Where the hell should we expose this event listener? Should we expose it on the client? I guess we should. Okay, let's simplify it. You just picture client. And we'll go to picture client and we'll rather expose it on the client itself. So that's like this connected picture here. Yeah, because we have a few things here. We have the picture connection even. Maybe we should just expose the message handler. Message handler, picture client, message handler. So let's say message handler, this dot message handler. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. And then when we build this, so we're not going to do this. We're just going to say picture, hopefully dot message handler. Probably need to refresh the or restart the language server. On on request, learn how to on request build again. And let's restart the language server again. Come on. Come on. Oh, is it like cached or something? Message handler. God damn it. Let's try again. Ugh. There we go. On request. And of course we should dispose of this. And then we're just going to try something. We are going to say if request. Oh yeah. Wait, connection. Yeah, so the tricky thing here is if request method equals file document operation. So we're going to try it with just changing code first. See what happens. Wait, connection change. Well, we can say event here. It looks a little bit better. Event, wait, connection change. But the thing is, like the first time here, we actually need to But I guess we can just have a variable here. Is forking. As requested connection false, and then we can just say if yeah, let's just do this. If not has true, and then we're going to dispatch type branch. Is it create branch? I guess it's create draft branch. And then, yeah, and this has some history. So even though it's branching, it's actually called on fork. Well, on branch create success. Yeah. Okay, so I think well, actually what we can do, we can just dispatch create draft branch, because while yeah, what's interesting here is that this will actually not yeah, this is tricky. Because we need to know if we should even do this. And maybe we could just pass that as a property. Yeah, I think we can do that. Well, we're just going to try this first and see what happens, if it even works. So we need to make one more change. We need to make a change where we make the editor read only. And I think that's just in what do we call it? I can't remember. Is it the Monaco config? No. Read only diff editor options. So this is create. Oh yeah, create file editor. Where do we use that? Can I do this now? No. Weird. More. Or we could change the allow capability as well, but yeah, let's try this first. Okay. So we probably need to restart the process here. Okay, so now we should be able to go to main, make changes to the code. That should trigger the on request thing. It should wait for connection change. It should even produce the fork in the background. And when it changes the connection, it should move to the new branch and everything should be fine. We'll see. So we need to move to like a main. How much time do we actually have today? I do have this sync, but I don't need to do it. I want to prioritize this seamless branch. Yeah, so let's just continue for as long as possible. Fuck. Can't. Damn it. Damn it. This is so tricky because there is this state of picture where it's initializing, and currently we're not like blocking rendering when it does that because we can do a lot of stuff while it's initializing picture. But whatever needs picture now needs to wait for this initialized thing to be done. And I guess this use fork hook is one of, because this use fork hook is actually run at a very high level. But how am I going to? So the problem with the use picture hook is that it doesn't update when the connection changes. We could change that. God damn it. Goddamn React. Goddamn freaking React. It's so difficult to merge imperative concepts with React. Well, I think we need to do that no matter. So I'm going to change that. So we have this thing called use picture hook. And currently it's just the picture provider is just oh, is it actually doing that? Oh, nice. Sorry, I didn't know that. Okay, then we're fine. We're fine. It is actually dealing with this. So if we rather use picture, and then what we're going to do here, we're going to say picture.state, and then we're going to say if picture.state equals connected, then we're going to run this logic. And then this will be picture.client. Cool. That's good. Yeah, so what we're not doing here now, it's a little bit tricky what we're doing here now, because we should really know. God damn it. Maybe we have some info we can use here. So picture.client, current client. Do we know anything? App ID, client ID, color name, and username. That's not much. If we just knew, well, we do have the host response. And it only says workspace pop. There's actually more there, but it's just not typed. So what we could do is we could use the host response to like it holds your okay, what we can do is we can pass a property to this. Oh, we do pass permission. So okay, let's try something. So I'm not sure if my permission is read on protected, but we can check that. And permission equals read. We'll pass permission in there as well. Oh, read. So we'll, oops. What the fuck? Permission. We really, someone has to go through this and remove. Yeah, so I do have right permission here, even though it's protected. But we can pass that down if it's protected or not. Yeah, I think we should just do that. So let's add permission and protected. It's a boolean. So and permission equals read or protected. Oh, goddamn. Is protected. Yeah, I remember this. Cool. And then where we use this provider, I couldn't do this, could I? Use fork provider. Oh, we use branch management provider. Yeah, so we have used fork here, and I expect to get protected. Is protected, and that would come from, where would that come from? Where's owner and repo coming from? Project owner repo permission. I think this says if protected branch. Cool. So let's try, where are we? Is protected. Okay, let's try it again. And of course we should put it behind the experiment as well. Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, and it's protected. Okay, so now we should have this stuff in the works. So given that I activate seamless branching now, oh, now it's active. Nice. And I basically go in and try to change something. So nothing happened. Oh, something happened. It froze. Oh, what did I do? Uh, yeah, I don't think... I think we're dispatching again and again. What actually happened here? Oh, is this... No open WebSocket connection, no open WebSocket connection. Picture provider. I find it a little bit curious. Okay, we have to make sure that it only happens once. What the hell did I do? Oh goddamn, I broke it so much. So I think okay, so we're going to do a little bit of logging here as well. Creating fork. So the thing is, let's see. Creating fork. I'm just reasoning about this connection change. We shouldn't have the variable here. That's risky. Let's just create a ref and see what happens. Well, there's probably a much better way to do this, but okay, let's do that. Let's refresh this. Maybe I broke the whole freaking... Oh, it's still running. Good. Seamless branching. It's on. Okay, let's get rid of the logs. So something bad happens when I do that. Why does it get into this really, really bad state? Fuck, this should just have worked. Why is it getting into this loop? but it's not running the... Oh, could it be... it could be that we are... Okay, we're going to... What the fuck? Okay, so let's just imagine we're not creating that fork. God damn it, it completely breaks. God damn it, this should just have worked. Let's not dispatch the fork. Because what could happen here is that when we get that connection change, we might not be connected yet. So let's just go in here and just make sure it doesn't break. And there's nothing else causing this. No. Okay. So that's definitely breaking it. But what we could also do is don't do this wait connection change and just do the fork. And see if it's the wait connection change that causes it. So let's see what happens. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, maybe we already have... You don't have permission. Why did it fork? I'm confused. Why did it create that fork now? I'm very confused by that. Change connection. Where do we call that? Change connection. What? Oh yeah, sorry. Of course, it was our logic because I had a document operation. So it was the wait for it's the wait for connection change that messes the whole thing up. So why does it do that? We're doing that queue, and what I think is that when we do update connection, we try to send the message on the picture connection, but it's, even though we update the connection, it's not actually connected yet. So we're going to say connection on connected. Then we're going to move through these and see if that fixes it. Cool. And we'll just restart here to be sure. Yeah, because what's interesting about the operations is that they are actually, they don't need this wait for a connection change, because they will just fail. As you saw, they had a permission issue, but they're still kept in the client automatically. And when we change the connection, it will do a resync, and then you're fine. But the thing is that that's very specific to operations. If you do anything else, that won't have that kind of logic. So that's what we're just creating, one common piece of logic for dealing with any kind of requests to produce that fork. Okay, so we're back in it now. We have all the stuff. Yeah, we need to bring back this. Cool. Let's see now. Does it go crazy or? Hey, you see that? It worked. And I can still continue typing. Cool, it actually worked. Okay, nice. So this is kind of working. What I want to yeah, I think we need that has requested connection change ref, because this should only happen once. Like, this is not a continuation thing. It should just happen once. So I think it's okay to use that ref. So what we're going to do now, we're going to extend this logic. So we're how should we write this? So there are certain. Okay, so we're going to const requests request triggering seamless branch. So this would be an array of picture requests, which we'll get from the method, and it's an array of. Not sure why you're so angry. It's just because it's not being used. Yeah. So what do we want here? We want file document operation. That should trigger it. FS operation should trigger it. FS upload should trigger it. There's a lot of things we can do here. That's nice. Like fs operation is like any operation. That's nice. Yeah, so we do have like shell open. Yeah, we can say shell open. Run command. Yeah, let's just start with that. This is something we have to evaluate. Includes event request.method. So if yeah, so I guess we can check immediately here. So if not has requested current and no, wait, because while we are reconnecting, we might have more requests. So we need to separate those. Okay, so what we're going to do. What I wonder is that does this thing well, I guess it stops automatically when yeah, it stops when we update the permission. So I think this will just work. Yeah. So the thing, like the tricky thing is like we don't really know. Like they're different, like based on being protected or not. But we're not going to do that for now. It is probably on will hibernate in the constructor. Should just move that to start branch. Yes. So I think as long as we... Yes, I think this is it. So let's try it. Let's see what happens when I try to add a file. And then we're going to test it a bit more, like we're going to really push it, like I'm going to make a lot of file changes. And the thing about file changes, which is so great, is like when I make additional file changes, it's not like it queues up messages because it hasn't gotten a response on the first message. So the OT client just runs with them. The problem though is that if you were to make code changes and then you like close the file or something, then we might be in trouble. Unless the branch has already been created. Oh yeah, so we have to, so where was the, is this where we had the Monaco thing? Where is the Monaco thing? Yeah, so we need to change where we set allowed capabilities. So that would actually be where we fetch the project. So that would be in the API fetch project. Here we go. So that's sandbox. Blah blah blah. Fetch project permission detail. Here we go. Create capabilities object. So that means file system. True. And also, yeah, that one's interesting. VS Code, because that's outside of terminal. True. Yeah, this is just to demo, but we need to evaluate exactly how this is going to work. So what's really cool about this is that we have actually an in-memory file system as well. So you should, in theory, see the change immediately. Test.js. And then we have the branch. Cool. But it didn't open the file, which I'm a little bit curious about. I'm not sure why it didn't do that. Yeah. What's also interesting is that when we do that branch, like any previews, they will need to change their URL. I don't know if they actually do that now. But let's try something else. Let's go to main. Because it should have opened the file. That's interesting. Yeah, let's try opening a terminal. So I kind of have access to this already. It just being a protected branch I have write access to, but now we're actually blocking the request to open it. So it should be in connecting. It should do the branch. Oh. Wait a minute, what the hell happened here? Did something bad happen? And then it should have sent a request. It seems like... Yeah, I'm curious about this. That should have worked. Like, I'm just delaying the... I'm just delaying sending the message. I don't understand why that doesn't work. Maybe this strategy isn't the best. But then it's a lot more involved. Oh, fuck. Yeah, because now it thinks I want that close and stop terminal. Oh, shit. Now it thinks I want that terminal. Damn it. On main. And then it makes a request to open it. And that makes it branch. That's interesting. Oh, that's such an... That's a problem. Because if I try to open that terminal, that's stored in the workspace. So whenever I visit main, it will try to open that terminal and immediately make a branch. Ah, god damn it. Okay, this is way more tricky than I thought it would be. We can't really rely on this generic thing. So one thing is there's a difference of being protected and read-only. We can solve that by basically just having two arrays of permissions that should cause a branching. But the workspace thing is very tricky. Well, what we can do is that we can also do the check. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's do that. So we say run tasks terminal should always do it. We could say write access here. Or full access. So permission equals write and didn't terminal have full access or did it have write access? Oh, it had write access. Okay, so let's just... Yeah, that's something to figure out. What we have to do is in the workspace, we need to make sure that we don't... so we have workspace... use persisted workspace. And we shouldn't persist the workspace for the main branch. Yeah, that's the way it has to work. So where do we actually persist? Persist to local storage. How should we deal with this? Okay, I think I'm going to introduce this as I think I'm just going to introduce this as something that we need to solve. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to change write access on terminal. So this will still just work because I have access. Yeah. Let's write it down. Challenge. And the thing is, like, what I'm discovering here, there aren't many things where we want to trigger this behavior. It's file system and adding a terminal, running a command. And you could easily argue that we only want this for the file system, and basically, yeah, for the file system. That's the only place we want this behavior. And of course, saving. That's the thing I was going to fix. That needs to be in the array. File, save. Yeah, so we're not going to do it on these things. And then you can argue, like, maybe Pitcher shouldn't be responsible for this, Pitcher client. Maybe Pitcher client should rather be, maybe this should be like the client doing this. So for example, we would have a hook for like using the file system coming from Pitcher client, but then we use a file system with seamless branching. So we would wrap that, and then whenever we would create an operation on the file system, we would check if you were protected or had read, and we would rather have a queue in that hook. So Pitcher client still needs to support replacing the connection, but it doesn't actually deal with this stuff. But there might be other things. And it's also like you probably want to give some notification. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just reflecting on how should we actually implement this. God damn it, I can't decide. Use add status dispatch. Status. Well, I guess we can just do this. Should this be the demo? Yeah, I think that should just be the demo. I'll just show that now you can like type and you can even save the file while it's doing the branch. And you can like create a new file and everything while it's doing the branch. And then just explain some of the challenges. One thing is the terminal. Another thing is, do we want this for many requests to picture or just for the file system and operations? Because that depends on how we want to implement it. Yeah, I think we should just do that. Yeah. So if we go to main now, we're just going to try this again. So we're going to do something more. We're actually going to like type something and then save it. Yeah, so let's close and stop this terminal. What's happening here? Parse error? What the hell is wrong with this terminal? Key binding failed to low module. Oh, parse error. Okay, this is there's something really weird with this. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, so maybe we could rather go ahead and change something. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to try something. Because that's a different problem. Main. It's the previews. Okay, I have to write this down. So challenges is terminals. Previews. Let's just close that thing. Previews. How many requests should trigger this? Yeah. It's just incredible how slow Next.js is. Like, what the hell? There's something wrong with it, or? Yeah, so what we can do is we can kind of make an Excali draw. What's happening? Create that Excali draw, and then we'll just do that simple demo because this needs more discussion. And then we can rather look at, I'm going to fix one small thing. I got feedback on something. And then we can look into the task restart stuff. Because that's a personal need for me. I don't like how we do. Like, see how incredibly slow it is. It's, oh my God. Compiling. I also need to eat food. Seriously? Why are you so slow? Is it because of the cache? Oh, maybe it's like broken. Yeah, there's something very bad happening with this. So this is, how does this work? Looks like there is something very bad with CodeSandbox on stream. Can we, well, I can of course just restart it and see if it helps. Yeah, there we are. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to change something. Like it says hello CodeSandbox. Where does it say that? Was that here? No. Where does it say hello CodeSandbox? Oh. Hello new branch. So if I, oh wait, you do not have permission? What the hell? What just happened? Why does it say this? You do not have permission. It shouldn't have sent it at all. What? It's as if it's not running the thing. Yeah, well, sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here, but let's try again. God damn it. So let's just, we're going to go in there, we're going to change it and save it, and then see what that experience is like. So hello new branch. So like it's slow, and then it saved it, and it updated the... That is pretty cool. I guess the only thing is like we don't really emphasize... I don't know if you would actually notice it, and I don't think this notification helps. You shouldn't really think about this. So let's try again. So the demo would be doing that, basically. And then what we can also do is, let me try to create a new file again. Test.ts. Yeah, I find this funny. And then it needs to run like a git status to highlight the file. I wonder why that has... Why that's so different. Oh, is it broken? Like creating new files, is it broken? Test sandbox. And they're not giving git status either, which confuses me. Hi June. Yeah, have a nice day. Let's see, test.ts. Okay, so it's opening the file now, and we get the git status, but we're not getting the... Oh, there we have it. It just took a very long time. Okay, so I guess that's something we should do when we change connection. We should ask for git status immediately. Oh, interesting. And that's only a deleted file. Why didn't that work? Okay, I'm just going to... So previous wasn't actually a challenge. That's actually fixed. Git status. Yeah, but I do wonder why... Like, first of all, why didn't it open the file? Oh, I'm getting hungry now. I think I need to go and eat some food. I'm going to ask Roman if we can postpone if we can postpone Okay, I'm going to eat lunch. Let's try this again. I'm very curious why. Is it because maybe we have some timeout on the queue? Like we put operations in the queue and we might have a timeout there. So let's test again. So it does a branch. And then like after a long time, we should get like a... What do we scope it to? File system, picture, requests, API request. Yeah, so now we have this file, but it's not really there, I think. Pages API. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, interesting. So let's take a quick look at that. I kind of want to finish this before. So when we create file, we apply the fs operation. No, it should be applied one by one to ensure we don't get issues like parent. Yeah, and this request will be pending, so that's good. But I wonder if this operation queue for some reason like times out or something. Yeah, it's as if it doesn't even send it. Okay, so create file. Let's just try. Okay, so it does give an error, so we can just check that actually. Let's do a main again. Okay, let's remove the... and then let's... What the hell? This is where we're going to test it. Oh, did I add it? No. I was confused. Oh, did I move to main here? This is where I was supposed to move to main. This shouldn't have the console, god damn it. Let's see. Okay, cool. So let's now try to add... What the hell? Just doing that? Preview. Test. Okay, what it could be is that we are resyncing picture data. Yeah, that could be it. We are resyncing. Yeah. We shouldn't resync. Is that something we can actually handle? So when we do have this connection change, update connection, change connection. Yeah, and then we say reconnect. But we don't really want to resync. That's the thing. We want to reconnect, but we don't want to resync. Yeah, so let's just try doing that quickly. Change connection, reconnect. This reconnect should resync. True, I mean. I don't need that. Create reconnect, and I guess that's private. Yeah. That needs to have. If should resync. We'll do that. And I think that's also the problem here. We are resync. That was a terminal issue because we're resyncing the terminals, but we shouldn't actually do that. Should resync. And then we'll say change connection, this reconnect, and then false. Yes, I think that's going to help. Okay, I need some food, so we're going to test that when I'm back. We're going to create a small presentation, and then we're going to see where we're at. Cool. Hello. That was a short lunch. Just downloaded some new games on my Xbox. And did we test this? I don't think we did. Okay, let's see. Let's test this and write a presentation, and then we're going to yeah, we're going to test the PR and add a new PR. Yeah, and then we'll dive into the restart stuff, restart task stuff later. Need to do more research. Yeah, anyways, let's see. I'm going to try to add a file again. Or test.ts. So the reason it didn't open the file is because I think we, yeah. Yeah, let's see if it's there now. Pages, API. Oh, not API. No, it's not there. I wonder why it's not sent. It's just... Why isn't it sent? And there's no... Yeah, I'm very, very curious why it doesn't work. We're not getting an error. Did I build picture client? Yeah, let's I need to figure this out. Create, here we are. It actually, oh. Actually sent it. Yeah, and here we have the await, apply FS operation. So it shouldn't try to open the doc. Okay, so it definitely, something goes wrong here. It never finishes this. Oh, wait. I think I know why. It's because we add this to a queue. And then it's almost like this queue. Yeah, no, I don't know what's happening. It's curious that it doesn't open the file. It's almost like the queue never resolves. That's the thing. Okay, let's just log some stuff. Got it. Yeah, I'm very curious. Let's see. Oh, fuck. I need to... Oh, coffee. Okay, let's see what the hell is happening. Test. Sending operation. Yeah, it never resolves. Why doesn't it resolve? Yeah, I have no idea what's happening here. Console.log resolve queue. Yeah, So there should just be one message in that queue. Let's look at the logic again, the fork logic. It's almost like FS operation. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening here. It bothers me. Yeah, this is really annoying. Next.js doesn't handle package node modules being updated very well. I wish it did. Oh, it takes so much time to test. Yeah, we'll probably spend all the time until demo on this. Let's start creating the Excalibur. since we're waiting all this time anyways. Seamless branching, forking. Yeah, I like to make these. What is the scope of it? Changing existing files. Changing FS. File contents. Contents save. Terminals, commands. Yeah, we can say plus. Yeah. Document operations, FS, terminals, commands, other. So, and then we'll add a plus. Just a reconnect. Queue requests. Protected read. Queue picture requests. And then we have API. So this is what I'm basically doing now. Can we test, please? Let's see. What were we doing? Yeah, we're adding this freaking file. Sending operation. Resolve Q1. Does it crash in picture? It's very interesting. Like, we're not getting any response from picture. Oh. Yeah, I have to go into a session. So it's in 10 minutes. Okay, let's spend the next 10 minutes. But we're actually sending... I don't understand the difference of what we're doing here than as opposed to sending operations. So we're resolving queue with that single message. And it's not taking 90 seconds, so it's not like it has disposed. Yeah, so we have to go and check what's happening to our message handler. Yeah, we have to look at what kind of messages we're getting here. So maybe I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. We're definitely sending a sending a message. We're just not receiving a response or something. Yeah, this kind of sucks for the demo. Client connected. Client disconnected. Okay, that might be the other connection. Received message. Join. LSP, 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 LSP. Git remotes. So I'm not getting any response on this operation. Is that because I haven't... Okay, so we're going to try something else. So what if... where is it? Index. So we're doing this update connection. And then we're doing the reconnect. So we're going to try something else here. I'm going to remove this whole resync thing. And we're going to do the resync. We're going to send the pending messages after after we have reconnected. Let's see. How will we do that? Flush pending. Flush queued. Waiting. Yeah, we kind of have to do it in 2 steps. So does it take... The constructor doesn't take anything. Okay, let's just call it this message handler dot... it's so hackish. We're kind of replacing... Need to update the connection first. Maybe we could just move it. So instead of update connection here, yeah, We can rather... Yeah, I think we're just going to remove this. So we're going to do that from the outside instead. Message handler. And then this dot connection. Let's just make that public. It's maybe a bit weird that I'm... Let's just do it for now, just to test. Okay, let's rebuild. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream and then we'll talk later. Cool, bye for now.